Let us first talk about environmental stewardship. Environmental stewardship refers to the responsible use and protection of the natural environment through conservation and sustainable practices by all tourism stakeholders, including travelers, businesses, local communities, and the government itself. It emphasizes minimizing the negative environmental impacts of tourism while enhancing the natural and cultural heritage of destinations. Here are just some examples of environmental stewardship. One is waste management, two is wildlife and ecosystem protection, and third is education and engagement. According to the United Nations World Tourism Organization in 2020, sustainable tourism development meets the needs of present tourists and host regions while protecting and enhancing opportunities for the future. Environmental stewardship is a central pillar of this vision, helping ensure that tourism contributes positively to environmental conservation rather than causing harm.
Mabuhay! Do you know what is cultural sensitivity? According to Satguru Travel, cultural sensitivity in tourism means respect and appreciation for the varied cultures, traditions, and social norms when traveling. Why cultural sensitivity is important? Recognizing and appreciating different cultures is important for responsible travel. Being sensitive to cultural differences in tourism helps prevent actions that might be seen as rude or disrespectful, which could unintentionally offend local traditions or people. Here are some tips for respecting cultures when visiting a new location. First, learn about local cultures and traditions. Before visiting a new location, learn and know about its local customs like traditions, etiquette, greetings, and gestures. Second, respect sacred places and religious practices, such as temples, mosques, and churches. Visitors in the sacred places should know the basic etiquette, like dressing appropriately and for not touching or taking pictures in forbidden places. Third, support local businesses and artisans. Tourists is encouraged to shop at locally owned markets, craft stores, and restaurants because it helps the local community instead of shopping in international chains.
Economic impact. Sustainable tourism plays a vital role in economic development by promoting responsible travel that benefits both people and the environment. Unlike traditional mass tourism, it emphasizes local participation, cultural preservation, and long-term growth. The economic impact can be seen in how it supports livelihood, reduces poverty, and creates more resilient communities. Examples in economic impact: job creation, infrastructure development, and conservation and long-term values. The economic impact of sustainable tourism goes far beyond short-term profits. It lays the foundation for steady growth, community empowerment, and long-lasting opportunities. By keeping revenue within local economies, supporting small enterprises, and creating decent jobs. Sustainable tourism proves that responsible travel is not only good for the planet, but also a powerful driver of inclusive economic development.
Behavioral change. According to the World Tourism Organization 2017, behavioral change in sustainable tourism refers to the adjustment of actions and attitudes of tourists, tourism operators, and host communities to reduce negative environmental, social, and cultural impacts while enhancing long-term benefits. It involves not only awareness but also responsible practices that support sustainability. There are 3 examples of behavioral change. First is tourists. According to the UNESCO, tourists can contribute to sustainability by choosing eco-friendly accommodations, reducing single-use plastics, and respecting local heritage and traditions. Next is tourism operators. The Department of Tourism 2023 emphasizes sustainability business practices such as energy efficiency, proper waste management, and promoting community-based tourism initiatives. And lastly, communities. As highlighted by United Nations Environment Programme 2019, communities play a role by engaging in ecotourism, handicraft production, and protecting cultural and natural resources. Importance of behavioral change. UNWTO 2017 highlights that behavioral change protects the environment, support communities, and sustain long-term growth. The Philippines DOT 2023 to 2028 adds that responsible tourism builds resilience, inclusivity, and aligns with the SDGs. And lastly, for the outcomes of behavioral change, UNEP 2019 notes it reduces carbon footprints, preserves heritage, and boosts local livelihoods. UNESCO 2015 adds it creates authentic experiences and strengthens a destination's global reputation.
Mabuhay. Collaborative solutions means that the governments, communities, businesses, and tourists must work together to protect the nature and culture while improving lives. The examples of collaborative solutions are shared responsibility, stronger outcomes, and conflict prevention. So why is it important? No single group can do it alone. Everyone is affected. That's why everyone must take part of the solutions. Shared responsibility means that tourism affects everyone, so the solutions must be shared too. The second is stronger outcomes. This means that when different groups combine their resources, the results are more sustainable. And lastly, conflict prevention. This means that without collaboration, businesses may feel exploited, tourists may feel excluded, or tourists may harm the destinations.
In conclusion, appreciating the concept of sustainable tourism begins with recognizing the importance of environmental stewardship. Responsible tourism ensures that natural resources are used wisely, waste management is effectively, and wildlife and ecosystems are protected for future generations. By adapting practices such as renewable energy use, eco-friendly accommodations, and biodiversity protection, tourism becomes a force not only for enjoyment but also for conservation. As seen in global examples like Costa Rica, environmental stewardship is both an ethical responsibility and an economic necessity, proving that protecting nature safeguards the future of tourism itself. Altogether, sustainable tourism is not simply a way of traveling, but a way of shaping the future, one that protects nature, respects cultures, strengthens economies, promotes responsible behaviors, and fosters collaboration. By appreciating its principles, we safeguard not only destinations, but also future generations that will inherit them.